Hello, welcome back to the Red, White, and Blue Woodshop. My name is Scott, and I'm here because somebody asked me to do a review on the Harbor Freight ear tools. I don't have that many. I have 3 besides my 7. I have 7 nail guns, from staplers to crown stapler to roofing to framing to finishing to brads, all that. Love those. They work perfect. I have no complaints out of the Harbor Freight nail guns, but he wanted me to do on mechanics tools, and I have a few. I have 3. I have an air ratchet. I have a smaller, I think it's 3/8, I'm not for sure, impact, and I have a large 1/2 inch impact. I like them. I don't necessarily love them, but they do great. I mean, I won't, I'll give you what they sound like. That's the smaller impact. That's the bigger impact, or that's the ratchet. And that is the Earthquake. It's called an Earthquake. They still make these. They're just under a different name. It's the same tool. I use this for taking off lug nuts and putting tires and things back on, because I do my own brakes. So that thing's a beast. You've got to have a big compressor to run it. I have a 21 gallon, and I'll tell you what, it barely does it. So if you got like a 2 or 3 gallon, yeah, I wouldn't recommend buying this big beast. I do use the Hausfield oil, and I get this at Lowe's. I'll show it to you. I've had this, man, probably a good 6 years, and works great. Make sure you oil your tools every time you use them. Make sure that you get a moisture reducer for your compressor. It'll save your tools. This one right here is my oldest one. I think it's 17, 18 years old. I got this maybe 20 years ago, and it still works great today as it did the day I bought it. It's not real strong though. It's good for taking off small stuff. You could try this with to get your lawnmower blade off, but I don't use it for that because the beast, it does it great. It is heavy. I don't know how heavy it is. I think it's like 15 pounds. It's heavy. This is like 7 or 8 pounds, and I think this is 2 pounds. They work great. With the beast here, I call it the beast, but the Earthquake, I've broken many sockets with it. So I don't know if there are Pittsburgh sockets, and I broke them. So I switched over and got some Craftsman, and they seem to work better than the Harbor Freight Pittsburgh type ones. But I've broken quite a few sockets with it. I've actually broken studs off of tires. So with this, it just broke them right off. So you gotta be careful with it. It's got some torque. It's a double. This is a double hammer action, where it has 2 hammers hitting, and it's got a lot of torque. So other than that, that's about it. I mean, I've used all these tools great. I recommend them highly. The nailers, what you guys have seen a million times, they work great. That's all. I mean, that's it on air tools. I'm not the big air tool guy. I would rather, I got wrenches and things, and these do make life a lot easier because I do have a tractor. It's got lawnmower blades to get off and on and all that. And doing brakes, it break the getting the lugs off is a lot easier than trying to do it by hand, especially when you get older. I'm 50 some odd years old now, and it's a lot harder getting down there with the four-way, and it's a lot harder nowadays to do that. So the wrenches, the impact drivers work really well. Other than that, I think that's about it. Like I said, I don't really have a lot, so I give them 2 thumbs up. I'd go out and buy one. Make sure you got a big enough air compressor to run it. If you got a smaller air compressor, this works good, but you're not going to get your lugs off with this. And if you do, your lugs are kind of loose. I'll tell you that. So this is not going to take your lugs off. This will drive screws, and it drives bolts and things for me when I'm building decks and things. It also does some other things here in the shop that I use it for once in a while. Maybe twice, 3 times a year I'll use this. I don't use them much. So I think this one was $89 when I bought it, $79 when I bought it. This was like $20 when I bought it. And I think I spent $9.99 on this 20 years ago. So, and this was like $4, and it's about 10 years old. It's time to get new, probably. It's about down to here, down to almost gone. Not much in it anymore. Because I do use my air guns quite a bit, so I do put a couple drops in each air gun. Want to use them? Make sure you do that. You do that, they'll last you a lifetime. So God bless, take care. I give 2 thumbs up for the Harbor Freight air tools. And everybody take care.